Ocean views, small circle, it's a chosen few. I wrote it down and I followed through. I bought a pound and we rode the few. I talk shit, but she know it's true. Ocean views, small circle, it's a chosen few. I wrote it down and I followed through. I bought a pound and we rode the few. I talk shit, but she know it's true. Blessings, bitches in my section. Yo, with all this money, I'm obsessive. Weapons, turning off y'all extras. Turning off this bullshit direction. Turning up my grind.
Yo, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Kev, always been a Don, and of course, this is the Modern Crowd Podcast for Who Dreams. And of course, I'm sitting here at Cheers Bar, drinking. Of course, as always. You know, it's Saturday. All my friends left me, man. Nevertheless, I have a special guest sitting here, man. Black comic book writer. You also have a partner as well.
Yes.
Yes. And again,
can't be here, right?
word. And you know what I'm saying, first of all, and it's called Chaos Theory. It is an amazing comic. I've actually seen it. I didn't tell you that, but I actually seen it.
Okay.
But I just want to introduce my boy, Ricky Smily Jr., man. Say what's up to the people, man.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
So, before we start anything, we're both from Augusta. I gotta shout out my hometown first of all. Got 706 on, man. Shout out to Augusta.
Yeah.
But I just want to ask this one question, because when I first found out about you actually doing comics, and I saw that your name, Ricky Smily Jr., we got to talk about that. How did you get that name?
That's my dad's name.
Okay. So I'm sure it came with a lot of jokes behind it too.
Yeah, straight up.
But no, I was gonna say that because Ricky Smily is actually one of my favorite comics, so that's why I was just like, yeah, this interview is absolutely perfect. Perfect.
Shout out to Ricky Smiley, man.
Word. So no, I had to get that one out first, man, because I love that with when I read your comics, and also with that name, it just makes it ties it all in.
Man, you should like tag him.
Facts.
You should like tag him and be like, hey, I got your long lost son over here.
Hey, yo, if he responds, that'd be dope. That'd be hella dope.
It would.
But let's get back to you, man. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
You being from Augusta, man. Let's talk about talk about Augusta. How was like your childhood growing up in Augusta?
Man, it was simple. You know, it was simple, man. It wasn't much to do, so we just made our own fun. We just did shit, you know what I'm saying? From playing ball to shooting guns in the air, skipping rocks in the creek, riding dirt bikes, just whatever we could find to do, man. Because it really was nothing going on, so we just had to make the best of it. But I appreciate that, though.
No, that's cool because I mean, like I said, I'm from there too. I moved there when I first started high school, but like you said, I had to make my own fun, man. Like it was tough. And I just want to make this known. Augusta is the second biggest city in Georgia.
It is. Surprising.
So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
it used to be the capital a long time ago.
I'm trying to tell you, don't come from my city, man.
Yeah,
don't
man.
come from my city, for real. We killers. I was playing. But one thing, so with your being childhood and being from Augusta, man, and, you know, you're actually doing comics, did you have any interest when before you actually started writing comics?
Man, I guess just the same interest everybody else had. Sports.
Word.
Rap.
Word.
But I mean, like, I guess as far as me personally, like, I was really into science and stuff like that. So, you know, I never really like pursued to be a scientist or anything, but I watched a lot of Discovery Channel, read a lot of books.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Just personal education, I guess you want to call it. But I mean, all of that, I guess, kind of tied into the comic, you know.
Word.
So
I mean, I've never written a comic. The only comic I've ever read in my life has probably been the Inspired Man comic.
Word.
So, is it safe to say that you've been reading comics for quite a while?
Yeah, straight up.
What's your favorite comic?
It's actually a manga. It's called Berserk.
So, I think I've heard of that. I seen it might not be the same thing, but it was an anime that's actually on Netflix. It's called Berserk as well. So it might be the same thing, might not be.
It's the same thing.
Oh,
it's the same thing. It's just it's a lot left out of the movie.
I'm sure of it.
But
That's what they say with the DC comics and movies and stuff like that.
But it's a good start, though.
Word.
It's a good start.
Word. So you reading that and it's just catching your interest. You know what I'm saying? Like, what had you say? You know what? I'm gonna start writing my own comic.
Honestly, like me and like my friends and cousins or whatever, we would watch movies or read books or whatever, and just be like, hey, if I was doing this, I would do it like this, or I would say this, or I would make him do this, or whatever the case may be. So one day it kind of just dawned on me to like go ahead and try to do it for myself.
Word. So, you know, me seeing that. How do you start writing a comic? Because I'm gonna tell you, I've tried to write a movie. I tried to write a script. You know what I'm saying? And I looked at it. I went online, got a template and everything. And I was just like, all right, cool. I'm about to write this movie.
Right.
Damn, I don't know what to write. So how like what was the process starting off when you started trying to write this comic?
Well, I guess from a technical standpoint, writing a movie script and writing a comic is fundamentally the same thing. Like as far as if you look at my scripts and a script from a screenplay, and I'm not trying to compare my script to a screenplay.
Yeah, exactly.
But like just the setup of it and the format, it's essentially the same thing. You write your scene and then you write your dialogue. You write the scene, setting, and dialogue. That's pretty much how I do.
Word.
But as far as where the ideas come from, like they just come out of wherever.
Word.
I watch a lot of anime. I play a lot of video games. I read a lot of books. So it's like and my imagination naturally was just always out there. So
Word.
It just came natural like that.
Now, I mean, that's how you have to keep it, because I think it's a little bit. It would feel a little bit more natural when you keep your imagination open, because you know it's safe to say that sometimes some people's imagination close in when they're just stuck to that 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And with you working, you actually work a daytime job and you work. Does that come sometimes kind of stop you from kill some of your energy when you come to writing and stuff like that?
It does, in a way, but at the same time, you gotta kind of push yourself through it.
Facts.
And then I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's like straight up. It's just some days where you just don't feel like doing that shit. You
That's
just
a
like
fact.
I'm just want to sit down and just play Grand Theft Auto and chill out, But then you gotta at some point you gotta get back on the horse, man, and ride that motherfucker.
Nah, that's a fact, because I was going to say, I said in all my podcast episodes, I am the 2K god, man. So anybody want to holler at me, my PlayStation, Xbox name is Kev, always been a Don. Yeah, I play for money, I don't play for free. But yeah,
I can't play with you then.
I'm trying to make a hustle, man.
No, man.
Holler at me.
I'm broke.
But and it's crazy because me growing up, I used to watch a lot of Saturday night cartoons, and that's why I got into Family Guy and stuff like that. I just like to keep my imagination open. I think that's when it comes to us creatives. When it comes to that, you can't allow work to really stop you from what you really need to do. Stop your creative, people. Basically, you create. You can't stop. Let people stop you from creating.
Right.
I work a daytime job, and I love it. I ain't gonna lie, I love it sometimes, but yeah, I come home and like you said, I be like, I just want to play the game, bro. I just want to play the game. So I just want to say this, because you have a partner that works with you. It was funny because I remember when we were actually messaging, I was like, yeah, I'm trying to do an interview with you. It's like, yo, hold up. No disrespect, I got a partner too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got a partner too. So how did you find your partner to actually draw some of this stuff on your comics?
It's funny because it was another guy that I was working with. I ain't gonna put him out there.
Word.
But like it didn't work out, and I met this other dude, Wesley. His name is Wesley Jesus, and I met him through Reddit.
Oh, word.
And we kind of just I guess had a similar interest
Word.
and whatnot. And we came together and put our talents together to create this, and here we are.
Word.
And shout out to Wesley, man. Like he couldn't be here. He's in Brazil.
Word.
So he's down there in the heat and the sun and they're chilling and all that good stuff. So I wish I was down there with him. But shout out to my boy, man, because I couldn't do this without him. And I write it and all, but the artwork is 50% of it. and he's the bomb with it. Like he's
Yo.
and wait till you see chapter 2 because he's got better.
I just want to put this out there, man. Like you said, this guy is in Brazil. If you can see this is amazing drawing. Like this, even when I saw it, I was like, yo, like I literally can see this as in a comic book store. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, of course, it's called Chaos. No, real talk. Like it's amazing.
Thank you.
It's called Chaos Theory. Tell us a little bit about it. How did it all formulate?
Well, I guess the simple answer is chaos theory in real life is a scientific theory that states that everything that happens in the universe repeats in a pattern. And that basically everything that can and will and has happened, all of that is going to take place in space-time.
Word.
And that's the basic, I guess, rigmarole way that I can explain it with all the technical jargon. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't read all that. But it's like, it just came to me. The title came to me because, like I said, Berserk is my favorite manga. I'm gonna start with that, and that's kind of what inspired the concept behind it, because the theme of my book and my series is existentialism. And for those who don't know what that means, existentialism is you trying to find your purpose in your life without any, extra push from anything external. It's all internal. You searching for your own purpose in your life, making something out of what could appear to be meaningless. And so with that being said, that ties into it in a way that my main character is going through things where he was experimented, tortured, and all this type of stuff like that. And his parents were killed. I don't know if I'm going too far, but that's pretty much all I'm gonna say as far as the setup and all that. And now he's trying to he's on the path of revenge, but on that path he's gonna find other things about his past and about the universe, the greater universe, that ties into where he gets his power from. And adventures will ensue from there.
Oh, that's what's up. That sounds cool. I ain't gonna lie. I'm one of those people. My brother, he got me into anime, so I'm watching a lot of anime, and I love watching different type of art, and that's why when I was really appealed to when I seen this. I was like, wow, this is crazy. So let me ask you this: was this the first thing you ever wrote?
This is the first thing I've ever written and taken seriously and tried to put out. Yeah.
So you've had other ones that you had and just was like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess short stories for myself and just little stuff that I used to do or whatnot, but nothing like, major that I tried to turn into a production or anything like that.
Word. The only reason I say that is because when I came up with this podcast, the first time I did it was the craziest thing ever. I mentioned it in other episodes, but I got like 12 of my friends. We were all sitting on this fold-up table, got like all these microphones, and I said, let's record this first episode. And, we're trying to be so professional. We're writing down topics like, yeah, we're going to talk about this, boom, boom. But what happens is when you get people drunk and sit in front of a microphone, it never goes the same way it's supposed to go. I just want to just put that out there. But that's why I always ask, because people just think that, when you do certain things or you have a creative side to it, they think that you jump into it and it automatically is supposed to work. You're supposed to be an expert at it and all that. How long did it take you to write for Chaos Theory? That's long story short.
For me to write that first chapter right there, probably took maybe 5 days,
okay,
a week or something like that.
Okay.
If I lock in, but this is the thing, if I lock in and just, go sit somewhere and tell my old lady and my kids to leave me alone, it's like I can get one out like in a couple of days.
Okay,
or whatnot.
okay.
But it's just, what really makes the process longer is just trying to make sure everything is right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I rewrite a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I rewrite a lot. Like, cause it could probably be quicker than that, a lot quicker than that. But I just want to make sure that everything is straight.
Oh, no, that's...
because,
Yeah, and I was going to say, I feel you. I'm a huge perfectionist, man. When I for editing purposes, for anybody that's trying to do a podcast, like when I listen back, I'm like, why the hell did I do that? Why did I say this? Or damn, I didn't get that corner or whatever. You know, I always think about it, but I think that's what pushes you to actually do more. Is when you become a perfectionist to yourself.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Now, I'm gonna ask this because I just want to give people information, just knowing, you know, when it comes to these creative things, they have to understand how it works.
Right.
With you being a partnership, working with somebody, is it easy?
It's yes and no. Yes, because me and him have a very, very solid understanding of how we trying to do it. Like we on the same boat. Like straight up, like I couldn't, and I ain't trying to, say this just to say it, but like straight up, like I really feel this way. Like I couldn't ask for a better partner. You know what I'm saying? Like because he just get it done. We talk about things. You know what I'm saying? He more like a friend than just somebody that I work with. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. I did that. That's the yes part. The no part is just because of the distance. You know what I'm saying? It would be cool if we could like actually sit down face to face and politic and all that type of stuff like that. But since that's not what's happening, we just got to make it do what it do. But we still make it work. So, like I said, man, I couldn't ask for anybody better as far as that's concerned.
I was gonna say, even with you not like, even if I didn't ask that question, just looking at just the art that's behind it, just the story that's behind these comics that you've written and that he has draw. I've said that twice, but nah, you know what I'm saying? It talks for itself. I'm like one of those people. It's like actions speak louder than words. You can say all these things, but if you don't have a product sitting right in front of me and show me that this is it, then it doesn't matter. Because I think like working in a team, it's definitely difficult. I mean, it's like you said, there's yes things. It's like working with your friends, other creatives. It's amazing, but when it comes down to actually showing the product and just that product being representing you, there's always those things to jump over.
Word.
Always, especially podcasting, man. I'm telling you. And I appreciate all of the people that I work with because we all do everything individually, but we all come together as one and just make shit pop.
Hey, your team is dope.
Word.
All y'all are dope. Dope, and you dope, and you dope too. All y'all dope.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all check them out. I'm gonna say this now, but this is gonna be like a small advertisement for everybody. Make sure you check out Lakey Productions. Make sure you check out Laney Photography. And make sure you check out Kamel. Kamel, what's your Kamel Lauren? There you go.
Kamel Lauren.
She has a new EP. You know, I need to check that out.
Shout out to Kamel. We had a nice little conversation before the cameras came on. She's dope. I like her. She all right.
Word. But yeah, we come together, and that's what I think a lot of people need to understand is that sometimes working as a team, you gotta do things so that other people understand as well. I've had to learn that about myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I used to be, I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of those. I raised in a military house, and my dad was just like super straightforward, and that's how I am. Like I'm like super straightforward. Like, I need a yes or a no. But you have other people that need more explaining, more other things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is there anything that with the person that you work with, like something that you've had to basically have to change about yourself so that it works for him, or he had to change something to work for you?
Not really.
Okay, that's what's up.
Like for real, like straight up. Not
that's
really.
Amazing.
We haven't really had any like miscommunications or any type of misunderstandings. It's like when we first spoke with each other, before I gave him any material, before he drew anything for me, we both came up with how we gonna, how it's gonna work, how I'm gonna get him the money.
So now let's just get into this random shit that we always talk about.
Okay, random shit. I'm down with the random.
Brandon, why did I say Brandon? But anyways, brown or white, man?
Brown.
Why?
Because it's smoother.
That's fair.
But to be fair, I just drunk a tequila sunrise with 1800 tequila.
No.
The white with white tequila.
I was about to say I hate tequila. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate tequila with passion. I had a tequila shot one time, and I threw up really bad.
It's I guess it's an acquired taste, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care for it that much either, but it gets the job done.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Cause I was drunk that night.
I prefer.
I'm not gonna lie.
I prefer cognac. It's a brand called Ansat Cognac that my dad drinks. Shout out to Senior. Shout out to my dad.
Word.
Because he drinks Ansat Cognac. and I like that. It's
That-
real smooth.
I was about to say, it actually sounds pretty sophisticated. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think it's like $40 for a pint.
Hey, yo,
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna
though.
tell you, anything past $20 is sophisticated to me, bro.
No, man.
Like,
No, that's like a step above B&J. That's
yo,
like
don't drink E&J as well.
No, I ain't
I tried
drunk.
that one time in my life, and I was like, what the hell is this?
I ain't drunk E&J since like 05,
Yo.
06.
Yo, one of my favorite drinks is Jaeger. You ever drunk Jaeger before?
I
love Jaeger. Jaeger's amazing.
When I was in college.
Oh yeah, my homeboy put me on it. Been drinking it ever since, man. It's an amazing, amazing drink.
I never had it since then, though. I never thought to buy it. It was always somebody else had to have it.
Now, and I totally agree because what I used to buy before that, I used to buy Ciroc all the time. I don't even drink Ciroc no more.
I've never bought a bottle of Ciroc.
What? Boy, back in the day, me and P. Diddy, he convinced me, boy. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, shit, I'm about to drink the hell out of this shit.
I never bought it because everybody else always used to buy it.
Yeah, and see, I think that's one thing, like, I used to be that way. Like, I used to be, I got to be part of the in crowd, so I got to be drinking this, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
after a while, I learned, I was like, I don't have the taste for this type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like, I'm trying to think. No, the only alcohol that an artist actually promotes is Douce. That's like Jay-Z. That's the only one I like.
I never had any of that.
Boy, you talking about smooth.
That might be a little too sophisticated for my blood.
Yeah, man, that put you on your ass, man.
I told you, I'm broke. I can't afford that.
So, all right, I'm trying to think. What are your things to do outside for fun? I know you say you have a family, so like, what do you do with your family for fun?
Man, we just chill. I mean, we hang out, watch movies, typical family stuff. Go
Word.
hang out with my folks, go hang out with her folks. You know, I mean, take little trips here and there.
Word.
Little stuff like that. I mean, nothing outdoors, man. You know, anything.
Well, I mean, it's COVID right now. We can't do too much.
That's true too, but still, you know, regardless of all that, that's pretty much the basis of the same thing you do with your people.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
You know.
Me and my brother, we fight for fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and my brother, I've been bullying him for years, man.
You the
Years.
oldest?
Yeah, I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest out of 6. And
Wow.
like, yeah, man.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
well, let's not go into that story. I love all my brothers and sisters, but boy, we was in there. It was gladiator school when we were
I
done,
can
boy.
only imagine.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
So, being from Augusta and moving to Atlanta, how was that? How was that transition?
It was cool. It wasn't really that. I mean,
It didn't shock you in any type of way?
no, not necessarily. Well, let me put these down. Not necessarily, because we used to come here a lot when I
Okay.
was younger, and like I lived in Charlotte before I moved.
Okay.
And I lived in Charlotte, and I lived in Alexandria, Virginia, and so I kind of got used to the city life or whatnot for a while before I came here. And you know, so it really wasn't too much. of a big
It was
deal.
a little different for me. I came here straight after college. I'm not gonna lie, it was something I had to get used to, man. I was working like 2 jobs.
Word.
It was expensive. First of all, for all the people, it's expensive to live in Atlanta. It's
Yeah,
not cheap.
yeah,
People
yeah.
say it's cheap. It's not cheap.
Yeah, it's not.
But yeah, it was definitely it was a little different. It's a little different.
Yeah,
I appreciate everything I've done out here in Atlanta, man. This is a fun city. I love Augusta too.
yeah, straight up.
So,
Shout out to Augusta.
Lord, man, yo, that's love.
Love.
Always.
Love.
What is the when you go to Augusta? Let's just say you go to Augusta to have fun. What is the one place you go?
Man, honestly, I just go hang out with my people, man. I just go hang out with my family. I go hang out with my cousins.
Word.
Go to my mama's house. Go chill out with my sister them, and all that, man. Like every now and then we might. Actually, I guess if I had to say, if I had a favorite spot that we go out and kick it to, it'll probably be maybe Robbie's.
Okay.
But that's just by default. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody go to Robbie's just to go there. You know what I'm saying? So,
I just want to say I've been there so many times.
That's just by default. That's all.
I was gonna say one of my favorite places is Diamond Lakes. That's literally that we go there all the time.
My
bro.
mom stayed in the neighborhood.
Right next by there?
Yeah, the one they just built over there.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say one of my homies just stay over there too, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went there, like, bro. If I wasn't at the house, I was at Diamond Lakes. Like I was nowhere else.
Yeah,
bro. I swear to God.
Straight up. Diamond Lakes used to be that deal back in the day. You used to go out there and hoop a lot.
But you know they built it. They built it even better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it, man. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't move back to Augusta if I could. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I would, but you know, my other half don't want. She don't want that. She don't want that at all.
Yo, word.
She do not want that.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you this, man. Chaos theory.
Yes, sir.
What is your biggest goal with chaos theory? What do you want to see out of your comic?
Man, honestly, well, all right. This is I'm gonna give you the humble answer, and I'm gonna give you the ego answer. The humble answer is that I just would like for people to read it, like it, and enjoy it, and want to be invested into the story.
Word.
And like, you know, talk about it like how they do other comics and all that. Like that's cool because I'm into all of that.
Word.
So that's the humble answer. The ego answer is at some point I would like to have an anime.
Word.
You know what I'm saying, or some type of animated movie series or something. I don't want to do a live action. People, I've already had that set in my mind. Like people ask me, would you want to do live action? Nah, I want to do anime or some type of animated series because you can do more with that.
Word.
And then it's cheaper.
Nah, I was gonna say, that's a fact. I was gonna say they done the live action anime for Dragon Ball Z, which is one of like the goats. Every kid in the '90s have seen Dragon Ball Z. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And after seeing the live action of that, I was like,
that was one of the biggest disappointments. That was one of the biggest disappointments of my childhood, man.
I'm trying to I watched that like, bruh, I'd rather watch snowflakes fall on the ground than watch this ever again.
Goku was Caucasian.
Yo, that's it. That was the craziest thing ever.
Once I saw it on the trailer, I was like, hey, I don't even want to watch this.
Yo, bro, they better not ever do a live action Pokemon, boy. That will fuck me up.
I think they did one, didn't they?
What?
I'm not sure.
If they did, shit, no.
I didn't see it.
Like Mortal Kombat, one of my favorites. They made a live action of that one. It was pretty good. They made another one coming out in April.
Yeah, I'm actually hyped for that. Yeah, I'm hyped for that.
Yo, I'm ready for that.
I'm hyped for that. I want to see that myself.
Boy, I'm a real Mortal Kombat connoisseur, boy. I love Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I'll whoop your ass.
Hey, like I said, man, Kev always been a don. You know, I got some money on the table. You know, I read this comic, and like I said, you really don't find a lot of people that do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just amazing when different creatives that I find out here that just do different things. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people here do cameras and podcasts and, you know, shoot videos. What are the reviews you get when for your comic? Like, what? Let me ask you this. What is the review you got and you was like, damn, I'm the shit?
I don't think I got one of those yet.
What?
Or I guess you would be that. You would be.
Yeah, I was about to say you're the shit because this is crazy.
You would be the one because, like, I mean, but honestly, like for real, all jokes aside, man, like everybody that has read it and that has interacted with me I've gotten a lot of positive feedback about it. Like nobody has really had anything negative to say. The only bad press or bad reviews that I've got is people that said it was too short.
Oh,
so.
That's not even bad.
Yeah, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's cool. That's actually kind of cool.
Word.
It's like, hey, man, you know, you got to come for part 2 when it come out.
So, well, let me ask you. You said that you went on Reddit and you actually found, you know, your partner to help you out. Mm-hmm. Do you think you could go on Reddit and actually find somebody that can do the actual anime for it as well?
That might be different. Like, and then it kind of depends because, like, looking into that process, it's going to take more than a couple, like 1 or 2 people. Like, it's going to take a team of people to do that. If you want it done right, you know, and the way that I want it done. Like, I don't want no cheap backyard looking shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want it to at least look halfway decent, you know what I'm saying?
Look like South Park.
Yeah, I mean, well, see, South Park is cool. Like,
yeah, South Park's cool. Yeah, no.
I like South Park, but no, because
it's just the animation and stuff that's part of the drawing. I got you.
Like, man, yeah, man. So, like, I don't want the shit to look like something out of Ren's.
Nah, facts. Facts. That's a fact.
So, you know, if I can find somebody on there, that would be cool, but I seriously doubt that would be the case.
All right, well, I'm gonna say 2 things. Final 2 things here. if you can give an inspiration to somebody that actually wants to do what you do, what would you tell them?
Just do it, man. Like, whatever story that you're trying to tell, just tell it. Like,
Word.
I mean, you know, make sure that it's something that you're passionate about. Make sure it's something that you really feel in your heart that you want to pursue, because it's going to be difficult.
Nah, that's a fact.
So, you know, just do it, man. Like, that's really all I can say. Like, and don't give up.
Nah, that's
you
a
come
fact.
to your hardships.
Yeah, I was going to say, yo, one of the biggest things for me, man, I don't care what anybody says, Kev is the shit. I don't care,
Straight
you know what I'm
up.
saying?
Kev is the shit.
Yeah, that's
Shout out to Kev.
Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate
Kev.
that. Yeah, I just don't care. It's because at the end of the day, this is, you came in this world by yourself, you're going to leave this world by yourself. You know what I'm saying? My mom told me that a lot of times. So,
Naked.
Exactly, naked.
Naked.
Butt booty naked.
With nothing.
Word. You know what I'm saying? So, last thing I'm gonna ask you, man, if you could leave the world a message, what would that message be?
Man.
That's deep as hell, man.
Yeah,
I get everybody with that one.
It is.
Crack is whack. that's for me. That's mine.
Crack is whack. Don't smoke crack, ladies and gentlemen, because I've known a couple people to do that. They didn't end well for them. I'm telling my age right now.
Word.
Yeah.
It's whack.
Yeah,
Trust me.
it is whack. But no, but straight up, I guess if I could leave the world a message, it would be,
That's a deep one.
It is pretty
I
deep.
swear. Every time I get everybody with that one. Every time.
I guess it would be, like, we're here to fulfill whatever purpose it is that we're here to fulfill.
Word.
Like, it doesn't make sense to us why things happen the way they do. You know, like COVID and just bad shit, why bad shit happen to good people or whatever. But maybe it's not for us to understand, but we still have to somehow figure out a way to navigate through it all.
Word.
And I guess I'm saying all that to say that my message would be that I love the world for what it is. I appreciate it for what it is, for all the experiences that I've had, for all the experiences that I will have, good and bad. And thank you for letting me exist.
Word. That's some real shit.
Yeah.
That's some real shit.
Thank you for letting me experience this experience that we call consciousness.
And nah, that's a fact. That's a fact, man.
Yeah, man.
And my boy Luigi has been here, man. He definitely my boy is deep. He got them deep words that motivate me every day. But
Everybody-
I was gonna say he probably would have said what you said, but he be saying some really deep stuff.
Everybody that I've ever known named Luigi has been like a philosopher on the low.
Yo,
On
Luigi
the
gonna
low.
see this. He gonna be like, yo, he's talking facts.
On the low. Luigi, wherever you are. Luigi.
Word. But all right, man, go ahead and shout out your Instagram, man, your Twitter, Facebook, or wherever they can find you.
Well, unfortunately, I don't really have a Twitter because I'm kind of old.
Man, tell me about it.
But you can, my Facebook is Ricky Smily, my name, and my Instagram is struggler_706, like the word struggler.
Word. Yeah.
_706 list right here. And my PSN is the same thing for all of those people that want to get on any type of video games. I frequent GTA and Soul Calibur. If you want to
say
get
no
your
more.
ass beat on something. What else? Twisted Smiles, ENT.com is where you could order Chapter 1 of Chaos Theory if you would like to get that.
Y'all make sure y'all get this, man.
You can read the digital copy for free on the comicbookapp.com, and that'll be cool too, because you know that'll help the boy out a little bit. So what else? I guess that's about it, man.
All right, man.
I guess that's that's all I can think of. Shout out to my mom, my dad, hey mom, because I know they said they was gonna be listening. Yeah, I told them so. Hey mom, my dad, my sister. Shout out. My sister went to Georgia Southern too, by the way. You might know her.
Yeah, well, shout out to Georgia Southern, man.
Yeah,
you know, I had the most crazy experience ever. Georgia Southern, I'm gonna keep that under lock and key.
I wanted to go there on the low now. If I would have went to 4-year college, that's probably where I would have went. Either that, or I would have probably tried to go to UGA or something like that.
Not true. I'm not gonna lie. College taught me how to survive. Was boy, noodles is real.
Yeah, I didn't go to regular college, but I went through that.
Yeah, word, hey man, facts.
The noodles and all of that. Yeah, man, it was ridiculous.
Well, all right, man, Ricky, I appreciate you coming on here, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all having me.
Word, man.
This is dope, man. Y'all, please support the Modern Crowd podcast because they really out here trying to make moves and do things for the independents and for themselves. And I'm just happy to see these guys try to, do what they do, man. I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Word.
This is dope as hell.
I appreciate it, man. Y'all make sure y'all get that Chaos Theory, man. Like you said, he has the physical copies. Y'all make sure y'all purchase them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And other than that, it's your boy Kev, always been a Don, 2K God. You know what I'm saying? $20 a game. Xbox
$20?
$20, yo.
Well, you busting their head open.
Hey, I ain't playing with these folks, man.
Yeah, I can't play with you. I can't do it.
Yo, good controller, bad controller, whatever you want to get it, man. Holla at me.
Can't do it.
It's my boy Ricky Smily Jr., man. And this is the Modern Crowd Podcast. We out, yo.
Peace.